Hey guys, this is Mr. A. Chrissy here, and welcome back to another Disney movie review. So in today's Disney movie review, I'm gonna be reviewing this Disney movie that came out on Disney Plus, and it's on a movie from 2020, and that is Artemis Fowl. Now the plot of this movie is where you got this 12-year-old boy named Artemis Fowl II, who basically, like, he teams up with this servant called the Butler, as well as a large dwarf played by Josh Gad, and of course a fairy, and then they all team up together in order to rescue Artemis Fowl II's father, played by Colin Farrell, who's known as Artemis Fowl the First. And of course his father has been kidnapped by another fairy in order to reclaim an item that was stolen by the Fowl family. And so Artemis Fowl II has to do whatever he can to get his father back, and yeah, that's pretty much the plot of this movie. Where do I even begin with this movie? I actually just finished, like, a few minutes ago. I actually just finished watching this movie on Disney Plus, and excuse me, and I just finished watching this movie on Disney Plus, and I don't even know where to begin with this movie. Like, in my opinion, it was awful. No joke. I actually said it. It's no joke. It was awful. I did not like it at all. And there's many reasons why I hated this movie, cause just like when I saw the trailer online as well as in theaters when this was supposed to be a theatrical release, I knew for a fact that this movie was not going to be good at all. Nope. And then of course it came out on June 12th, 2020 on Disney Plus, and of course, Disney couldn't release this movie in theaters due to coronavirus. We all know that. But if coronavirus never happened at all, and if this movie was still released in theaters, then it would have bombed so bad. Because you would not believe how awful this movie is. Because this movie is actually based on a book series called Artemis Fowl. It's based on the book series Artemis Fowl, but when Disney made this movie, like the screenwriting was just lame and crap, and of course the changes to the source material were unnecessary. It's like the staff who worked on this movie, like they never understood the source material, and that's what makes this movie awful. They did not understand the source material, like between the books and this movie. I never actually read the Artemis Fowl books, but because I prefer watching movies, of course, but yeah. So this movie Artemis Fowl is definitely one of the worst movies of 2020 last year, because the screenwriting is awful, and of course this movie kind of ripped off Men in Black. Yeah, just when you think about it, just when you look at it. It kind of does rip off Men in Black, and just like the way the visuals look, it kind of does feel like another Disney movie that came out in March 2018, and that would be A Wrinkle in Time, because that's what this movie feels like. This movie feels like Men in Black and A Wrinkle in Time combined into one, and I can definitely tell them, and I can definitely say the Men in Black movies are so much better than this movie, and I've seen better Disney movies out there, like. I've seen better Disney movies like The Lion King, Pocahontas, The Little Mermaid, 101 Dalmatians, Robin Hood, Wreck-It Ralph, Zootopia, and yeah, etc. Because there's a lot of Disney movies out there that I really enjoyed a lot more than this piece of garbage crap. Yeah, and of course the acting is also pretty lame too. Because I know Colin Farrell was pretty weak in this movie, and Josh Gad. I mean, first of all, I love Josh Gad. I love Josh Gad. He's a great actor, but his performance in this movie was like this. His performance in this movie was lame. It was terrible. it was also pretty. I also got pretty grossed out with the way the graphics, like the graphics in this movie are like garbage, because like the way Josh Gad's character, like his dwarf character, like when he, like the graphics on his mouth were like, ugh, like it was like this, like, yeah, because that was gross. And it was also, what also makes that even more gross is because Josh Gad's character, his dwarf character, he actually poops out dirt, and of course like farts and poops out dirt, like, ew, that's so gross. Ugh. So I don't know what else there is to say. And as for the other actors who were in this movie, besides Josh Gad, Judi Dench was also in this movie too. And I gotta say, Judi Dench, I think, was pretty weak in this movie too. Not good at all. I mean, Judi Dench is still Judi Dench is a good actress, but this movie's not one of her best performances. Nope. And as for the kid who played Artemis Fowl, like the main character, like Artemis Fowl, the second, like the kid who played him, like, I mean, I'm gonna make sure I don't go too harsh on kid actors, because at least they're trying, of course, and at least I appreciate the kid who played Artemis Fowl the second in this movie. So yeah. But yeah, and of course this movie was also directed by Kenneth Branagh, and of course, like, Kenneth Branagh, he's also known for directing another Disney movie that came out in 2015, the live-action Cinderella remake, and of course I enjoyed that remake a lot more than this. Yeah, like even like Miramax was supposed to make this movie, like during production of this movie. Miramax was supposed to make this movie, and then of course Disney and the Weinstein Company were supposed to be involved in working on this movie, but until 2017, like the Weinstein Company had to cut ties with Disney and the working of Artemis Fowl, because the Weinstein Company had to cut ties with Harvey Weinstein because of his actions for what he did to those women. And then of course last year he ended up in jail for what he did. But yeah, so yeah, Artemis Fowl is definitely one of the worst movies of 2020, and yeah, so overall, Artemis Fowl was awful. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. And I'm gonna give Artemis Fowl 1 star. Yeah, 1 star out of 5. This movie gets only 1 star. It was bad. So if you haven't watched Artemis Fowl yet, like if you haven't watched it on Disney Plus yet, if you do have Disney Plus, and if you have not seen Artemis Fowl yet, then I don't recommend it. I recommend other Disney movies to watch, like the ones I mentioned before: The Lion King, Pocahontas, Wreck-It Ralph, Zootopia, 101 Dalmatians, Robin Hood. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention Oliver and Company. I enjoyed Oliver and Company as well, and of course they're all animated too. Pixar does count too: Toy Story, A Bug's Life, Toy Story 2, Monsters Inc., Finding Nemo, WALL-E, and yeah, because I've seen better movies out there than this. Like, I've seen better movies out there than this movie. And plus, if I had to say which 2020 movie was worse, Artemis Fowl or Unhinged, which movie do I think is worse? Well, now that it's confirmed that I officially watched Artemis Fowl on Disney Plus, I gotta say, I now think Artemis Fowl is worse than Unhinged. Yeah, Unhinged with Russell Crowe. Yeah, I think Artemis Fowl is worse than that. But yeah, so like I said, Artemis Fowl, like, I don't recommend it. I recommend other Disney movies to watch, some better movies to watch, like I mentioned before. And so, yeah, I don't recommend this movie. I stick to better Disney movies, and period. Enough said. So there you have it, guys. So thanks for watching my movie review on Artemis Fowl. And so that's going to be it for this video. So make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And as always, thanks for watching. And until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying goodbye, everybody, and that's about it.